Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you this full glam makeup look, cut crease, contour. I never contour. I'm going to show you guys how I do a full glam makeup look if I'm going somewhere, if I'm doing something, or if I just want my makeup to last all night and look good in pictures and all that stuff. So this is basically my full glam makeup look, minus lashes. I don't really wear lashes anymore, but if you guys want to see how I did this makeup look that you see right here on my face, then keep on watching. All right, so I'm just gonna get started because I can talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. All right, so I am going to start off by priming my face using the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. It is very smooth on the skin. Then I'm just gonna take a paper towel and just kind of wipe off like around my brows because I feel like I might have gotten just a little bit of primer in there. And so next I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I'm in the color Mocha. I did do a full first impressions and a little bit of a review on this foundation, and it's already on my channel. I highly suggest you guys go check out that video because I'm letting you guys know my first impressions and my thought on the foundation. Alright, so I'm going to be using the LA Pro Girl concealer, and I'm going to be using the color Dark Cocoa to contour my face. I'm also going to be using this new concealer that I'm trying out. It's the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Flawless Wear Concealer, and it is in the color 4N Medium Deep, and it is a very light concealer for me. It's more of like a highlight shade, but I'm using it sparingly. I'm not using a lot of it. I'm going to be using this stippling brush to blend out my contour. Now I'm just blending out under my eye using the Real Techniques sponge. I also use that to blend out the rest of my face and the other areas. Alright, so now I'm going to use the NYX HD concealer, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that just under my eye. I'm gonna put just a bit like right here. If you guys know me, you guys know that like I don't like my under eye to look too bright, and this NYX HD concealer is just a little bit lighter than the Estee Lauder, so I'm just using that to just blend into the concealer so it doesn't look too highlighted under there. Like, I like the Estee Lauder concealer, but I feel like it's just a little bit too light, and I don't do the whole highlighted look too much under my eye. I feel like when I put in my powders and stuff like that, that gives me all the highlighting that I really need. I'm just taking my time and actually just like really blending this out. Woo! Alright, so now I'm going to use the Beauty Bakery Flour Powder to set under my eye and all the other areas. And I will be using a brush to do this. And I'm also just going to set my smile lines here. Alright, I'm going to set my bronze and my contoured area using the color Mocha from the BH Cosmetics, and it's my Ray Ray palette. Alright, and then for the rest of my face, I'm going to be using the ColourPop No Filter Sheer Pressed Powder to just dust that all over my face and remove the setting powder. Now what I would do is I would spritz my face using the Garnier Soothing Facial Mist. This is just a mist that I use to just kind of like melt in those powders and make my face, you know, not look so cakey. I also have a little mini version of the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. This is my first time, you know, purchasing a Fix Plus, and I actually really like the Fix Plus. I'm not 100% sure like what it does, but I always feel like whenever I use it, like my face doesn't come off to be too cakey or too much, but I feel like this also gives me the same result, like any type of facial mist or facial spray. Alright, so I'm gonna let that dry, and then I'm gonna zoom you guys in and we're gonna do our eyebrows. Alright, so we're back and I'm about to jump into my eyebrows. Alright, so I ordered a bunch of stuff on Ulta the other day, and what's really cool about ordering stuff on Ulta is sometimes they send you like a variety of like samples of other products, and this time they sent me the Dip Brow Pomade from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Well, they sent me a bunch of sample sizes of all of their I guess you could say brownish chocolatey shades. They look like that. Just little sample sizes, and they have like a good amount of product in there. It's good for like travel size or something like that. The only thing about it is once you open it, it's hard to, like, you can't close it, right? So I have one, if I can find it. And what I did was I put it in like a little jar, like a little container, like a little mini container that I had that I for some reason wanted to keep. I've been using it in here and it hasn't dried out, so that's pretty cool. So I don't know, I just wanted to just mention that. Like, I feel like this was such a good gift that I got. But yeah, we're gonna move on and we're gonna do our eyebrows now. So I am using the color, what color am I using? I think, yeah, I'm using the color dark brown to do my brows today. I'm going to conceal. I'm going to use the Estee Lauder as my eyeshadow primer today, just to see how that works. Alright, so now we are going to go into the eyes, and I'm not too sure what kind of look I want to do today. I'm thinking something a little bit cute, a little bit simple, a little bit smoky. Okay, so I'm gonna go into the Morphe 3502 palette, because that's the one I went into the other day when, you know, I was doing like a full glam and a full face, and I really I love this palette. It has so many like nice just like colors in there. Oh, you could do so much with this palette. So whenever I use the Morphe 3502 palette, I always go into the color Universal, and I put that all over my lid and in my crease and all that stuff. So I'm gonna go into the color Brick, I believe it's what it's called. It's this color right here. It's like an orangey brownish color, and it's really pretty, and I actually did use it the other day when I did my makeup. So I'm gonna put that in the crease and just blend it up into the brow bone, and it's gonna transition really well with the first color that I just put on. All right, on the other side of the same brush, it's like a two-sided brush, I'm gonna take that same color and I'm gonna dust it under my eye. Now I need to go into a crease brush, and I'm gonna take the color right below Brick, and it is called Rich, I believe. Yeah, it's called Rich, and it's this brown color right here. And I'm gonna pop that in my crease, and I'm really gonna I'm gonna bring it down to the outer V, and then we're obviously gonna blend it out later. Going in with a fluffy crease brush, and I'm just gonna blend I'm gonna blend out my crease basically and blend those colors together. Just really blend. And doing this when you have hooded eyes can seem very scary and very daunting, but it takes time. I remember I used to always avoid doing like anything too crazy on the eye because my eyes like are hooded and I'm like no one's gonna see anything on my eyes. So I just had to learn to work a little bit higher in my lid and create the crease and the depth and all that stuff that I wanted. If not, I would lose it all. Okay, so I'm going back in with the color Brick, just a tiny bit on that fluffy brush and just like blending it into the crease a little bit more. I just kind of like to see what I'm working with before I actually go in and cut the crease. Now we are going to cut the crease. I'm gonna go back in with the Estee Lauder concealer. For me, before I do my cut crease, I do like to actually pick out a lid color and just see what I'm gonna put on my lid basically, because once I do the cut crease, I don't want to ruin it by figuring out what color I want to use. So in the same palette, you know, because this is my glam baddie look, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use two colors. So I'm gonna put this color called Pure. I'm gonna put this color on my lid. It might be bright, and I think on the outer part of my eye I'm gonna put another color. I'm gonna put the color Bronze, which is the color all the way at the end right here. I'm doing a really bad job at showing the products and showing what I'm doing, but that is what I'm gonna do right now. So I'm gonna cut the crease in silence, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna pop the color Pure on the lid, all right? Going back in with this brush, just kind of like mix those colors together. Then I'm gonna go back in with my tapered brush on the color Rich and just blend all that in. I am gonna line my lashes using this liquid liner, and this is just gonna make my lash line look thicker and fuller. And I'm going to put on some mascara. I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous Curved Brush Mascara. I don't know what it is. I just feel like it just really catches my lashes so much better. And maybe because I have hooded eyes and my eyes naturally just seem smaller, when I use a curved brush, they just do a good job at really just bringing out my lashes. Now I'm going back into the Morphe palette, and I'm gonna go into that brown color I used before, which was called what? It's called Rich, and I'm gonna use a small brush for this. So I'm just gonna take that and I'm really just going to really push that just into the lash line, just below the lash line. Just really push that in, and this is just gonna create some dimension in the eye, and it's just gonna give that illusion like what's on top is also on the bottom. What I'm going to do now is really bronze up my face some more. So I'm going back into the bronze color that I used earlier, and I'm gonna dip a little bit into the color Brownie Bite. It's a very pigmented color, and we're just going to bronze, contour up our face, bring a little bit more of that dimension back in, And I only do this if I'm really going somewhere, like I actually have something to do. Now for highlight. We're going to highlight our face, and I'm going to be using the Shayla times ColourPop highlighter. So far has been my go-to highlight for the summer. Highlight my Cupid's bow. I love highlighting my Cupid's bow. That's just gonna give the appearance of my eye looking bigger, and this highlight is great because it matches in with my eyeshadow. I could also use the eyeshadow as well, but alright, so now I'm going to do some blush, and I've been obsessing over this Wet n Wild blush in the color Mellow Wine. It is such a pretty color for me. I've just been loving it. I think I've used it in one tutorial here on YouTube already. So now I'm going to do this lip combo that I did the other day that I really just love the result of. Okay, so what I did was I used this Wet n Wild lip pencil, and it is the color Chestnut. Been loving it actually. I've used it in a few tutorials already. And I'm going to line my lips using this. Alright, so then in the outer parts, I'm just going to fill it in a bit. And then in the middle, I used this, the Balm Creamy Satin Lip Gloss. And it is in the color Konnichiwa, I believe. And it is a really pretty nude color. And I got this from a package from a YouTuber named Jungle Naps here on YouTube, so shout out to you. I appreciate you sending me these colors. So I will be using this one right here. Alright you guys, so I popped on some earrings, tried to look cute. That is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this, you know, full glam makeup video. I don't always do a makeup video that's always just, you know, this full on glam. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got something from it. Obviously, if you guys have any questions, don't forget to leave them in the description box about, you know, my process and what I do or any of that stuff. I appreciate you guys sticking all the way to the end. I know sometimes my videos can be a little bit long, but I really appreciate you guys. I want to thank you guys for joining me today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next upload. Bye!